Morning YouTubers, 35 days, 20 hours, 15 minutes, about 18 seconds to Ironman. I've got a run today, an easy tempo 1 hour run today, which will be nice. It's going to be done a little bit later in the afternoon because the weather is supposed to improve and I want to get out. I don't want to hit the treadmill the first thing this morning. Also, I've got a number of quick calls to make this morning to some clients, so I'm going to get that done and dusted first thing and then head out, irrelevant pretty much of the weather. Looking forward to getting out because my hips seem a little stiff, and I don't know whether it's because I was the way I was sleeping or because of the swim yesterday. I was doing a couple of kick drills, focusing without the pull buoy for a set, and don't know whether that's affected my hips or just kind of tighten things up a little bit. A little bit of a sore throat as I'm sharing all my ailments with you. It'll probably ease up throughout the day and be gone in an hour or so. Apart from that, you know, feeling alive. I mean, as I said yesterday, I'm feeling like really positive about everything, which is really refreshing. And although I didn't have a particularly bad diet before, you know, in comparison to the masses, my diet was clean. Now it's even cleaner. I think I've gone through a complete detox process with myself. And as a result, I feel like there's certain blinkers that have been taken off. I can see the world a lot more clearer. I can think a lot more freely. And I am being very conscious about what I'm consuming. Excuse me. But also being aware about other factors like needing more sleep, about resting when I need to. I think as you reach the latter stages in any kind of training program, they're the factors that may perhaps slip. You know, you've seen a progression, you may start to think that it's okay or a little bit more acceptable to consume a few more calories. You know, shift the diet a little bit. You've lost the weight. What's a couple of extra pounds really going to make on the day? You saw yesterday in the video I'm like 80 kilos. 80, 82 was it? I can't remember offhand. It was 80 kilos. And as you will know, there's a difference between 80 kilos with a muscle density of high percentage and a muscle density of a low percentage. It's basically shifting the muscle mass to fat. Now, I said at the very beginning I was expecting to get to around about 77 kilos. Now, I'm 3 kilos off that, but I feel good. So the focus is not about those extra kilos, 3 kilos, but how I can utilise that weight, that muscle density to produce extra wattage, extra power, extra comfort, don't see the point in being light, fatigued and unhappy, especially for me. I'm an age grouper, bear in mind, with a goal to finish it. I think there may be a shift in that kind of way of thinking if you're a pro or a serious competitive age grouper. I think there's going to be a real shift in that kind of approach, but for me right now in this journey, a couple of kilos of muscle mass isn't an issue. If it was a couple of kilos of body fat, then again I would have a completely different approach to that way of thinking. So 30 odd days till I actually go, jump on the plane, which is exciting. Looking forward to getting over there, 4 days before, just to allow the body to acclimatise, get the gut used to the environment so that it's not stressed. The gut's not fighting for energy. Also just to balance my hydration a little bit. Obviously going to somewhere that's warmer than where you've come from does take 30 odd hours for your body at least to adjust your hydration level. So I'm going to be really focused on my nutrition for the days before, especially the hydration. I'm going to be taking my urinalysis sticks with me to keep an eye on that. There is always the dehydration that comes with flying as well. If you're a frequent flyer, then you'll understand what I mean. Mentioned last week that I've kind of just started now prepping, thinking about my kit. If there's any adjustments I need to be making. I was thinking about my trainers. Now I have 2 pairs of Brook GTS 16s, I think they are 15s. 15s, I think. Now, I'm very happy with my trainer choice. They're getting in masses of mileage at the moment. Because of that, I'm thinking about getting another pair, so a 3rd set. What I'm doing is I'm using 1 set for dirty runs, trails and beaches. They're not a trail trainer, but they seem to work in that environment. My Solomon's Speedcross 3s have been retired now. I've got another pair which I'm wearing right now, which are my clean pair, which I'm going to be using, or which I use a lot on the roads. As the mileage ramps up over the next 6 odd weeks, I'm concerned they're going to get a bit of a hammer in. And maybe a wise choice to get another pair and use them only 1 run a week leading up to the day. Not really interested in looking at other trainers at the moment. There's the Newtons that have been recommended to me, and the Hokers, is it? 2 prominent trainers, but I'm with the attitude, if it's not broken, don't fix it. So these are comfortable. As I've said before, I've not had any IT band issues since using them, so I think that's a really good solid excuse or reasoning behind not having to change them. So I'm in that quandary at the moment. You know, I don't really want to go and spend another X amount of pounds. If you're doing this kind of event, you know how expensive quality trainers can be. Although it's an investment in the overall experience, I've still got a few more bits that I need to get. So it's about just managing that budget. Still, one thing I need to order today is another pair of jammers. My TYRs, I'm going to do a review on it actually today. My TYRs have served me well, but they've started to become very slightly see-through in the crutch area, which is not good. So I'm just drying them out at the moment. So if they're dry today, I air dry them. If they're dry today, then I'll do a review. If not, it might be tomorrow, and you'll see what I mean. So I need to order another pair of those because I only have 2 pairs of jammers. I have my good pair, which are the TYRs, and then just a budget pair. So that's it for me for this morning. I will catch up with you later. Please enjoy the run. Thank you for all of your kind words and feedback. Thank you for utilising the Amazon links in the description below. And for signing up to my podcast. For now, peace out, have a good day. So run finished, hour run, showered, changed. As you would have seen from the video, it was wet and muddy in stages. Good little run actually, felt comfortable, just found pace, settled into it. Heart rate zone fluctuated between 3 and early 4s. There was no rush today, it was just an hour pace, so just to mobilise. Mentioned this morning my hips felt a little bit tight from what I can only assume was the kick drills I was doing yesterday during the swim. Felt good on the run, no concern whatsoever. It's probably just a bit of mobilisation today, just to free up any tissue that had just become locked really. Hydrated with 22 ounces of electrolytes, had 1 gel at 40 minutes. Actually wasn't planned, didn't actually actually think about the gel, to be honest, and the reason being is just bought this little hip bag yesterday, I think. Yeah, it was yesterday, because when I'm running I usually don't carry anything. As my runs are getting longer in time, I found it useful just to have a bit of water with me. I never used to take my phone out, so it's handy just having my phone with me, and then just a gel or a banana to take out as well. So that's it. I will catch up with you tomorrow. No more sessions this afternoon, so that's it. Just on my way now for a quick meeting, and then home. It's Friday night, which used to mean beer night, doesn't anymore. It means early night because I have a ride tomorrow. Haven't yet looked, but I think we're looking at 50 or 55 miles. If it's raining like this, then it is going to be a 3/4 hour ride session on the turbo, which isn't too much of a problem, to be honest, similar to what I did last week. But for now, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe to my videos. I appreciate all the feedback, and check out my podcast on YouTube. And if you're finding anything of use, then please do rank it on YouTube. Give us 5 stars, post a comment. It's really handy and helps me not only reach more people, but it gives me the opportunity to then approach guests and ask them to join me on the podcast as well. So for now, peace out. Have a safe weekend. If I don't speak to you beforehand, subscribe. And if you're following my journey, then I will see you first thing tomorrow.